Testing, testing, 1, 2, and there we go. All right, all right, all right. This morning, um, seeing MINM up again today. This is its, I don't know, third, fourth day of trading upwards. Looking over here, and also we have CCTG. I think that one is a recent IPO. It's only been trading like a couple of months or something. Meta made a massive move overnight. Look at that. Amazon up 6%, and that's pretty much the biggest movers that I see up here. All right, so a couple of things that I was looking at my graphs and all of that stuff. You know, these past couple of months, I have concluded that the trades that I take that are super high accuracy and the ones that I do the best at managing the risk on and all of that stuff is trades that are pretty much around five and up, so $5 and up. And I was looking at my stats and everything, and I was like, man, because I was looking back at the winners, you know, that came from this little strategy that I've been testing, and all of them have been above $5. So I'm gonna try to focus in on those. You know, I may take some swings at something lower with lower share size, but for the most part, I like that range. I like that big range. I like the payout that I can get off of that. Let's see. Meta was one that we were looking at real quick. Also, I was trying out two indicators as well. One of them is the buy sell volume calculator, which calculates, you know, how much buying is coming in, how much selling is coming in. Then the other one over here on my other 15-minute is the volume that is being traded. It's the volume profile. Now, the calculator or the sell buy calculator, that's something that I got a script from online, and then I coded my own part onto it to make it look like I wanted it to look and do how I wanted it to look. The calculation was good, but I wanted it to make it look like I wanted it to look. So, and then over here on the 15-minute, we have this volume profile. So basically, what this is doing is taking the volume that is traded on the day, and it's giving you the it's selecting the most traded 70% of this range. And so it's showing you that between these two white lines. This top white line is the high value area. And I don't mean high value as in, oh yeah, this is where to trade. I mean, it's literally high above it's the top portion of the range. And then the low value area where it traded towards the lows with a lot of volume. And then we also have, I believe there's two more out here. Let me go to something a little bit cheaper. We might be able to see it. Did I leave them on there or did I even save it? Well, I'll just do it again here. So basically, I had two other ones. When you go in here to this, I guess I didn't save it to this one. Maybe it's saved to one of my other profiles, but I'm just going to put it back on right now. Where are my studies? Okay, this one is it. The volume profile that I'm trying out. And just kind of giving me another insight into here. Point of control, that's the red area you see over there. Profile high, this is what I had on here. I don't know why it erased this, but yeah, let's go ahead and put that back on. Profile low. I make these the same color because I mean it really does. I mean it's just the high and the low of the day. Basically how with pre-market and the regular day included, how high has it gone, and then the value high is where it's actually been traded a lot. And I'll leave those the same. Okay. Value low. All right. So we're gonna hit OK and OK, and it should pop it out there. Oh, I forgot to turn the plot on. That's what it was. My bad. Show this plot and show this plot and that and that and okay. Okay, there we go. All right, so basically it's going to show you the high and low, and then within this we can see these, and if you zoom in it'll actually show you the let me see, does it do it, or no, it's during intraday. It'll show you the actual amount of volume in numbers on there as well, but it hasn't started it yet, so I'll wait and see. Anyway, IMINM is a continuation stock. I don't know how much more it can go. It's just been running. I mean, to be honest, it's just one of those that if you're in on the monthly, we can see on the monthly that it does have some topping tail wicks. And can we find another area where it just went on a run? That was during 2020 that it kind of just went on a run from 20 or $5 all the way up to, I don't even know if it went up to 143. That's pretty high. Maybe it did, but I think that's because of splits. Yeah, so I believe this one must have gotten split at one point or another, but it is the mover on today coming into the open. I don't know if it's going to be able to compete with so much movement upwards. It's almost been 5 days of upward movement on this one. Let's go to Meta and see the news on it on Facebook. I don't know if the trial ended with Mark Zuckerberg, whatever his name, Zuckerberg, has been in trial for a couple of weeks about the obtaining of children's information on Facebook, and buying and selling and trading the information to different companies, you know, like companies that want to sell stuff to them. But yeah, been pretty steep on those trials. But Meta keeps coming out with more and more good news on the back burner while he's in trial. So I guess they're trying to alleviate the whole legality thing because they're doing so much good, right? But I don't know. Tech Giants Fang. What's the news for today? What's their explanation for this huge move up? And it moved from 400 to 461 during the aftermarket on Facebook. Social Buzz, Wall Street's bets. Okay. Apple sours. Why Meta shares are trading higher. Okay, yes, tell me why. Shares of Meta Platforms Inc. rose sharply in today's pre-market trading as the company reported upbeat fourth quarter financial results and initiated a quarterly dividend of 50 cents per share. So quarterly, that's 50 divided by, or I guess you could say 50 cents divided by 3. That's about 16 cents per month on a $394 stock. I mean, that's not a huge, what is it, like 2%, 1%? 16 cents per month. Divided by 3, what is it? 394. Or actually, no, it's at 460. My bad. Divided by 460. It's about a 3%. No, that's way less than a 3% because it's got this negative 4 out here. Never mind. It's like 0.00003 or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're already in it, that would make sense to be like, oh man, I'm up and I'm getting paid to hold it. But as far as getting in as it is now, nah, I'm good. The other one that was had a super downfall. What in the world happened to CCTG? Dropped from $20, opened at 10, halted again, opened at 5, halted again, traded back up to 7, and now it's kind of flat. Yeah, I'm not touching that. Crazy movement, and that was a recent IPO as well. I don't know what their company actually does. Let's go see. CCTG. It's a technology company. Let's see your profile. Okay, so CCSC Technology, International Holdings Limited, through its subsidiaries, manufactures and sells interconnect products in Asia, Europe, and the Americas. It offers original equipment manufacture and original design manufacture interconnect products, including connectors, cables, wire harnesses, used for a range of applications in various industries such as industrial, automotive, robotics, medical equipment, computer, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So it's a technology company based out of Hong Kong. This is another dump. We've seen so many Asian companies like this dump through the floor. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is not good. Why are they taking so much money? I mean, think about it. If you're an investor and you're trading this around $20, the day before, like we've seen so many of these do, the day before they go crazy. $20 up to $30. And people are like, man, this thing can only go higher. I'm gonna hold this. And then it comes into the next day, and it's like, okay, it's back to 20. I'm cool. It's gonna hold 20. You get in, or you don't get in, you add around 20, and you're like, all right, what's up now? Goes into a halt. Looks like what, it moved from 24 down to 20, only a $4 move down into what looks like support, and then opens up down here at 10. Yeah, that's a whole account blown. Good morning, everybody. I saw Donnell come in here, Lori. Uh, just looking over the craziness that's been happening in the market this week. Still doing my data collection on this strategy and everything, and getting more and more trades behind me. Kind of seeing what the next month is going to entail. Yesterday, I believe me and Donnell, we were looking at a stock. Let me go and look at what that stock was called. I'm telling you, I forget these stocks so quick. Let me see. We were talking about a stock that was moving yesterday that was called, oh my gosh, man. What was this stock called, man? This stock was called NROB, was one that we were looking at. And then there was one more. Let me add that over here, NROB. Whoops, is it the wrong one? Oh, NRBO, my bad. That was one that we were looking at. And then I think MINM was moving as well yesterday. February 1st. Yeah. Okay. So that looks about it. So I'm going to jump over to NROB and see what it ended up doing. Ended up kept going flat. See, yesterday I was talking to Donnell and I was like, man, there's so many. So look over here on this. This is what I was looking at, Donnell. Yesterday when I was telling you I was looking at the volume profile, but at $5 holding, the pivot point that's marked on here was literally right on the $5. I was like, man, that $5 got a lot of volume on it. I think it's gonna end up holding 5. And when you get into the intraday, it'll show you the actual numbers here of what's been traded. This one's got what, 300 and what is that, 36,000 up there at the 550, and then you get closer to this $5 level, and there was a lot of orders here. And I was like, man, if this thing breaks down, it's going to absolutely destroy people with all of this volume in this level. But right now, still kind of popping up. It is up how much today? It's up a little bit, still trading that range. So I'll keep it up there for now. It's working its way up to 1 million shares traded. And we'll be watching both of those coming into the open. Meta taking a break for now. Take that one off. jump back over here to the scans real quick. Did y'all see anything interesting this week? Get to trade anything? Oh yeah, my AT&T stock. Woo! AT&T has been blessing. So let me go to AT&T. Of course, y'all know this is in my dividend portfolio or whatnot. But I wait a minute. So I was looking and I got into AT&T right back here in the 14-ish level. We're now at the 18s. So I entered here and I'm still riding it. It is paying me a dividend and it continues to go up. I want to see it back over 20 for real. I'm not in any danger. It's whatever. You know, all they need is a little bit of good news to get them over 20. I'm like, let's go. But continue to build out that dividend portfolio, just making it stronger and stronger. And really, it's not about putting all the weight on one stock, because I got like 20, I got like 15 or 20 stocks in there, and they're all just doing their part. Just doing their part. That's all I need you to do. Just do your part. But yeah, waiting for that. I would love to see something like this where it goes up to like 30 or something. I might take some off and wait for a descent. But the thing is, if you look at the years on here, this was back in 2003 when it last came down here, and then 2009. So how long would I have to wait for it to possibly revisit this level? Years, man. It could be years down the road. So I went ahead and took it in that level that it came down to on these last two tries, and was like, hey, I'm gonna let it ride. This is a strong indication, and it takes years to come back to these levels. So I was like, let's get it. You know, I can always add to it if I want to, but as long as it's under 20, I'm still interested. Everything that I've added to has been under 20, and it's been moving up because I buy so low. But and I buy historical support, so I'm not looking for anything like random guesses. I want to see something in the history that makes sense for it to hold. But yeah, that's the AT&T one, doing great out there, up $4 per share. Instead of one. But yeah, we got about 15 minutes to the bell. NRBO already showing a little bit of comeback. Make this a little bit smaller now. Okay. Good morning, Mike D. Mike D. We trading everything today. We trading dividends. We trading small caps. We trading everything wherever the opportunity presents itself, right? But I mean, I guess that's kind of how it is every day. Like you can't really lock yourself into any one thing, because some days when the small caps are dead, I go and find a beautiful entry on a dividend play or something like that, or a swing play or something like that. Like there's always opportunity. It's just you gotta, I don't know, you gotta kind of have something set up to, or you definitely can't get tunnel vision. If you get tunnel vision, it's over with. You get focused on one stock and it's like, oh, this is it. But there could be 100 other things going on that you don't see in tunnel vision. But, you know, I try not to get tunnel vision. Sometimes I do. I'm looking at the chart. I'm like, this has got to work right here. This has got to work. It's like, nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. This does not have to work. All right. Yeah, Meta is amazing. That gap up. I don't know if you had some of Meta, but or if you were playing option plays, um, I mean, if you had calls, you did very well. If you had puts, I don't know what to say. If you had puts, just because Mark Zuckerberg was in court and going through trials and tribulations and all that, you got blown out. If we look on the monthly chart here, look at this strong uptrend on Meta. This thing ups came down, broke lows down here at the 129s, and absolutely, it actually had a little bottom right there, absolutely exploded back from the $100 all the way to $400. Now, yes, this did take some time. This first candle starting this run was at in 2022, and then they had a little bit of consolidation up here, and then a continued move. So Meta is just bullish. Even with their all of their things going on right now, it's still investors are believing in it. Let me look at Tesla real quick. Tesla, Tesla. I added a little bit to my options play in this area. I really want to see, but I wasn't going in deep. I really want to see it come down some more on Tesla to about this 150 level. Then I add a little bit more, and then I want to see it consolidate in this level and start moving up, and I add some more. Just adding over time, but just being patient. Because a lot of times I feel like as long as I just focus on what I'm doing in my daily life, this stuff will happen. I just come in here, I just monitor it, see where it is. It's just not a rush, you know. I'm okay with just getting in small, waiting for it to come to the level that I want it to be in, and then kind of getting a little bit bigger. I don't go in full size just because it's somewhere I want it, because I may be wrong. So get in, get confirmation, and then look for it to try to break out, and then I add some more. Add some more, you know. Hey, it's going in my favor. It reached the level that I wanted, and it's going in my favor. So looking for that to unfold. Let me it says on its news today for Tesla recalls millions, and this is the third update. I don't know when the first update was. I guess if we scroll down we'll see it, but it says Tesla recalls millions of vehicles over latest safety flaw. Top 10 trending stocks on Wall Street's bets. Let me see. Donnell says lame skin in the small cap land. Lori says, yep, 5,000 is huge resistance. Needs a healthy pullback. Wait, 5,000? I guess you meant 500, maybe, on that Meta. Lori says, I still think DWAC will rip this year. Yeah, I do too. During closer to November 5th, when the presidential election goes through, or when we get closer to that point. Donnell says lame scan in the small caps. For sure. For sure. Got about 10 minutes to the bell. Right now on the scans, I'm only seeing IE, MI, and M still, and this little stock that seems like it's kind of an IPO. I don't know how much potential is actually there. Doesn't have a calculated ATR. Doesn't even have enough time to calculate an ATR on it. But I do know that gap down was horrible, and there are probably a lot of bag holders on that one. I don't know. When I first started trading, I was kind of interested in IPOs and playing that, but I don't know, man. It doesn't really. It's not something that I've ever gotten good at, trading IPOs. You know, I'm like, man, I want to see some data. I want to see some history and all this, and IPOs just got like one bar on the chart. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Just never was the move that I could ever really be good at, because I'm kind of too patient. IPOs are worse than small caps, because small caps, at least you have a little bit more history. Let's say if it's a meme stock or something that's happened before, it's like, okay, we see this wick up here, we know it could do blah blah blah. But IPOs, I just and then even if you do company research and all that, maybe there's some registrations or something that's not even out yet. They're in the process and it drops and you're like, man, what happened? Then a week later, they're like, oh yeah, they did a shelf registration. And so, you know, the insiders jumped out or something. But it's whatever. All right. Anything else? Anything else? Now, what I was saying at the beginning of the stream with my data, I just trading under $5 has been horrible. All of my winners, with the strategy that I'm currently using, they got to be over five. They've been 5 to 10, 10 to 20 have been the winners, and with range, of course, with the ATR. I'll trade a lower ATR if it's over 5, but I just noticed that the lower the ATR, the lower the price, the more chop, the more wicks, the more chop you have to sit through. With some of these larger range ones and larger ATRs, you see a strong move. Even if it does do a wick, you're going to get 30, 40 cents on a candle before it wicks. So you could pull your order, you could pull your shares or whatnot, and be done. But I always want to, and the way I enter is a little bit too risky for those cheaper stocks as well, because I buy as it's going down. So I'm adding, and I'm not buying full size as it's going down. I'm buying little bits. Buy a little bit. If I'm right, it pulls back up. Cool. Add a little bit more as it holds the level. Add a little bit more, and that's what I'm looking for. So I don't know. Kind of focusing in on what really works for this strategy that I'm testing out. But for sure, under five, it's just like just not going. All right. Anyway, let's jump over here, back over to the top mover of the day. This one's over five, but it is a continuation. Had a previous level back here, 510 ish. Let's look at the trading volume here. Oh, the other indicator. So there are two indicators that, oh wait, where's the other one? Okay, there it is. I was like, this disappeared. One of the indicators is the volume profile. And basically, I've been using this one. It shows you the high and low of the day, and it shows you the value area. So where is the most 70? So you can actually change this, but where is the most traded area within this high and low area? And you can see it even without them putting a zone around it. You can see how high the volume was in this area between 661 down to like 550. And that's where the profile pretty much puts that little range around. And you can customize all of this, you can make it more visible or whatnot. And then for today, we can see now this thing, it does it on a per day basis with the way that I have it set up. But it's showing you where the volume is as of right now. A lot of volume came in, and this thing shifts during the day. So like, let's say if it drops down and a whole bunch of volume comes into the 650, well, this value area will move down throughout the day, and you'll see it move. So it's pretty cool. And it really doesn't take away a lot from this trading. It just shows you where the traders are going through. The other indicator that I was using on my 15-minute is the sell buy calculator. So it basically calculates buying and selling pressure per volume stick. Now, I got this script from online and I recoded it so it can look like I wanted it to look, because I didn't like the wording, and I didn't like, I think all they had was the sell. So I recalculated to also do the buy, so I can see buying and selling, and it'll go green if it gets out of the normal range of indecision and selling. So it'll go green if this comes up here and maybe gets around like 70% or something like that. But as of right now, you can see 98% on this sell off. And just watching that the average volume per candle. Right now it is way above the average. Average volume on this candle should be 190, but it's up to the millions on this fall down. We got about 2 minutes to the open as well. Let's see. Let me read some of these chats. Mike D says, I was thinking the same as you on Meta, but the only way to make money would be to buy in, hold for 2 years. Exactly. I think faster than now, Lord, faster than November for DWAC. Lord says, probably talking about the S&P 5K. Got you. And she said, yep. Okay. Let me go. And where is the SPY sitting on today? SPY doing this, or is it doing the same move? No, it's just coming down a little bit. We got about a minute left to the open. Huge move up. I wonder, is Meta going to follow this SPY move and give a little bit of breath of air for Meta. That would be interesting. Um, Oil is coming on back down. It was up at what, the 75, 76, 77 area, coming on down as well. Natural gas back to $2. Wow, it had a gap down. I tried to play natural gas, but man, natural gas is so sporadic. It'll be up sometimes and then it's like whatever, man. Just I don't know. I never could get a read on natural gas. Plus it goes sideways so much. I wish it would just pay a nice dividend and chill out. But it doesn't. So all right. Looking over here, getting this. So basically what I have on the scans to watch is NRBO. Trying to see what that one was doing. That was a mover from yesterday. MINM, CCTG. And I might watch Meta and Amazon out of the open. Amazon also, it's up 6%, but just want to see where it goes. AMD, what is AMD looking like? AMD at the all-time highs as well. Did a breakout up here to the 184s on the monthly chart. Okay. Weekly chart, a little bit of a pullback. But overall, a a super strong uptrend. Okay. All right. So it looks like the market's just opened. I'll jump over here to MINM first. Up 44% on that one. Jump over to the other time frame here. Let's look where this thing has been trading. So this was the range that it has, the value area. The mid range of this is about 750 that it was trading. Could find a little bit of resistance there at that 750 point. But we'll see how it trades. Let me go over here and top gainer. Okay. Okay, so I don't really like that. What in the world? We got a couple of movers that are lower as well. Top gainers that are down here. This one's $1 and it's only up 20%. That's not good. I'm gonna change that. I don't like that. I want them to be up at least, let's say this one's doing okay. Let's just do, I'll do 20%. Not like I'm just super focused on trading these, but did I changed the right one, right? Yeah. Okay, so we got Roma here. And Roma is not looking the greatest. Right under $1. We also got INBS coming up towards the $5. INBS, a little bit more interesting stock. We had a press release today. Intelligent Biosolutions Inc. announces preliminary unaudited fiscal second quarter 6-month revenue results. Okay, year over year unaudited revenue increased 114% for the fiscal second quarter and 337%. What does this company do? What in the world? IMBS. How did it increase that much? IMBS. So Intelligent Biosolutions, a medical technology company developing non-invasive real-time monitoring and diagnostic tests for patients and their primary health practitioners. It offers saliva glucose biosensor for diabetes management that measures glucose in saliva. The company also provides intelligent fingerprinting drug screening system, a revolutionizing portable testing through fingerprint sweat analysis, which has the potential for broader applications in additional fields. and biosensor platform for biochemistry, immunology, tumor markers, hormones, nucleic acid diagnosis. Oh my gosh, diagnostic modulities. The company was formerly known as GBS. So it's got a lot of things, a lot of boxes that are being hit here. It's got tumor, so it doesn't say cancer exactly, but tumor is close enough. Diabetes is in there, maybe some type of keyword, but that's it's definitely going up towards 5 now. Like I said, a lot of the ones that I do better on are above 5, like the opening price is above 5. There may be some kind of opportunities here, but we'll see what happens on a pullback. Let's look on the larger time frame for uh, INBS. If we look on the monthly, we can see it had a pop back here on February 1st of last year, and it is February now. So this is a repeat. It's a repeat offender in February, beginning of February coming up. Has the bodies of these candles are sitting at the 613. Let's see what we see on the weekly. Previous consolidation level in here at the $3. So we got a range between the 6 and the 3, based on the weekly chart and on the monthly chart. We see some kind of buying came in around these levels right here. Right here. And let's see. Let's scoot on over to the daily chart. So we have this gap that is trading in for right now. The gap is from 565 down to 339. And let's see. So previous level that it had in here was what, 320s, 317, kind of closer to the $3. Okay, looking on the 4-hour, big nice green candle going up towards that $5. Here's the hour chart, same. And then this is the chart that I have the volume profile on, my 15 minutes. So we can see the majority of the volume is between $4.40 down here to $4.12. So how will it hold this 440 to 412 is the question. And this is one of the things I like about the volume profile. You can see, hey man, this is where the trading has been. If it dumps from this level, what's the next level it can fall to? Has a whole lot less trading in this range of 394 down here to like the 350s. So we'll have to see, will buyers get aggressive in this level that has the less trading in it if it drops back down? It could just continue to pile up, but you know, for now, I think it's looking okay. Let's go back over here to INBS. Let me read some of these comments. Okay, make sure. All right, so I bought one meta call for $40. Let's see how this plays out at the open. Let me go look at meta. Jumping over to meta. Well. Meta has a high of 465 right there. Looking like that call is gonna be looking pretty good for you. Yeah, it's only a wick down here to the 450s. No real body candles down there, so not too interesting for it to fall. Okay. All right, let's jump back over to MINM. Big wick back up. Let's go and look at the volume profile on this one. Volume profile, we can see during pre-market, during today, the most volume was traded right up here at this 722 level. So will this become some type of resistance? A lot of volume, and this volume looks like it has the highest. Nobody really, the other area that was kind of visited was the 760s, $7.60, but less volume than this one. So may find some resistance there. Looking like it's making some moves downward anyway. All right, let's jump over to Meta. Meta continues to absolutely rocket towards its high of 465. Rocketing on up there. Let's watch Meta on the larger time frames as well. Super, super move out of here. Coming right up to this level of the high here. Zoom in. Got that buying off of that and getting that tap up there at the 165s. IMBS back down to the 450s. Let's jump back over there. IMBS coming up to the 460s now. What will a test of the $4 look like? Grinding higher and higher though. Okay, let's also check out Amazon doing kind of like the same move of Meta. It's a big tech stock as well, so you know. Let me see if the SPY doing this as well. SPY having a little bit of a coil up. On here. 15-minute. Fell down and now coming up to that 490-ish level. Wow, Mike D says done. Made 130 on that options play on Meta. Meta with the big gain up to the top. Mike said, let's get it done, baby. Let's get it done. And the higher these the higher the prices go, it looks like this price area or this pivot point, or what is it, point of power? What is it called? Let me go in here and see. Looks like the bigger it gets, to see this indicator I got right here. Holy God. Where's my indicator? Studies, edit studies. What's this called again? The point of control plot. That's what that red is. Point of control. It looks like as the prices get bigger, that point of control gets bigger. And so, as you know, the market makers kind of want to keep it in a range. But with Meta doing a move like this, if it breaks the high, how will market makers react to that high break? Right? That 465 break here. And there it is, breaking out of the high. Let's jump over to the 15-minute. Small break out of that high. Our market maker is going to try to keep it within this range, or is it going to continue to push? Up 18% right now with 14 million shares on it. First 300%er. Nice, nice. Hey, get it in, man. That's what it's about. Get that data, collect that data, and make it work for you. MINM looking like it's pushing up a little bit as well. NRBO only up 3%, not too interesting on the day. We'll focus on the more interesting ones. Looking over here on the scans, IMBS is still the standout from the things that are under $5. And then Meta. Meta is taking all of the attention. Okay. I wish some of these would pay dividends, bro. Buy and hold and get paid to hold, man. But Meta is focused on growth and making sure that they don't get sued out of their shoes. So I feel them in not paying a dividend just yet. Google, none of these tech companies pay dividends. They're all about growth. I don't know what's going on with Mark, up 26%. That's one that we saw earlier, but super cheap, only 64 cents. Not a huge range there. I mean, this is why I don't like trading these, is because the movement is from 50 cents up to 62 cents. but it looks big. Visually, it's attractive. But IMBS showing a little bit of a pullback. Let's see if it's pulling back to that range with the $4 level, that point of control that we see right here, graphed right here at the $4 whole dollar level. Is it going to break that down? And how much volume will buyers come back in here under the 4? Will there be big money there? Looking at the relative volumes, I haven't even looked at the relative volumes today. Let's see. So for Meta, relative volume, it's pretty much still within its regular relative volume. IMBS, pretty much regular. MINM, relative volume of 3 times, which isn't impressive. So it's not a whole lot of volume, but it's definitely a focus on catalysts. And Meta has the catalyst of the day going up to 470 right here. 470s breaking. Very, very big play for Meta. So at this point, I don't even know what market makers are thinking, because this is breaking into new highs. And if we look over here on the big chart, this is new highs, right? Yeah. Yeah. So like, how do market makers handle this? They see it ripping, they just move their shares out of the way and it goes. And then as it starts to consolidate, then they start to put their orders back in there, because they make money on ranges, on consolidation. This is dangerous for any market maker to be trying to play with. This thing mess around and go to 500. It's only what, $25 away? What's the ATR on this? ATR is $13. So based on what I'm seeing here, 14-day ATR, it moves $13 on average. So definitely, how much has it moved right now? So out of this high, 65 up to 73. I can't do math. That's like $10 almost. We'll see if it gets up there. 65, almost $10. Let's see. So definitely some movement. I really don't even know if the small caps are going to be able to do anything with Meta moving like this, because once it does reach that ATR, if it goes beyond the ATR, then the shorts will really get interested. And people will put puts on it because it'll be way extended. IMBS did come back down to this $4 level, this point of control, and we'll see how or what kind of volume comes in at this $4 level. Will it start to drop and not hold that level? Meta, I still don't think Meta is done, even though it has this little bitty top and tail. Look at the size of this beginning candle. I still don't think it's done. Top side is the 473 on the 15-minute here. 473. Bring these in a little bit. Yeah, Meta is breaking backs right now. Almost up $10, almost its average true range of $13. Once it gets over 10, it only has $3 left, and we'll see if it continues to attack and continues to go higher. Nice, man. That's an impressive move for real. For a market cap that big to be moving like this, that's because from the beginning, if we take the open or the close price of yesterday, which is, let's see, close price of yesterday was $394. So you take that and take the ATR from today and add it to it. Let's see, ATR 13 something dollars. So 1390. Let me see, what exactly was this close? 1393.97. So I just call it 1394. 13 or 394 plus 13 bucks. 1382. Actually, it's 1382 divided by 2. 1382 divided by 2 is like $7. So 394 plus that $7. That's the high that it should have been, was 400. So it's way, I mean, and this is where they get those relative standard deviations. How many deviations is it out from the norm? When it comes to percent gain, this is abnormal. This is crazy. So as a market maker, I don't even think they would step in front of this right now. They'll be insane to step in front of this. But then, you know, there might be one that takes a little trade, but I think he's going to get blown through. Looking for it to break over 20% gain on today. This is the first 30 minutes of the day playing out. It may come back and retest the 60s, but I really think this thing is still going to be bullish. Okay, MINM going on down as well. Not able to hold that point of control up here on the 15-minute. We can see that it tried to test this point of control, but more volume came in underneath this level, more and more volume. And so now it's falling. Looking up here on the daily chart, we can see it made a lower high here under the 750s, and will be breaking back down into the previous body candle below the 672. So where's 672 down here? It's down like right up in here. And we'll see if this value area shifts downward. Okay. So Meta having a little brief pullback. Of course, we know that most breakouts, they have to pull back to the original breakout point to test that level, which would be the 465s here today. Point of control up here. We see a lot of volume came in here, and not a lot of buying around this level. We'll see if more volume comes in around this 460 level, or maybe it'll just hold up. We'll see. Okay. INBS. What you got going? Looks like a head and shoulders here. Short-term head and shoulders with the 440 here, the top head, and then the next shoulder. But we'll kind of see if that is what that's trying to set up to be. That candle's got to close though under the 450s. Amazon, what you looking like? Amazon out here taking one, came into this point of control, traded around this point of control multiple times. The high of day that it got up here, now trading below the point of control, and looks like on the hour chart had a little bit of buying area between the 160s and like down here at the 167s. So we'll see if more buying comes in at this area that it has down here. Okay. All right, CCTG never did do anything really. Just pressing downward, dying on its own. INBS, small little breakthrough. What is this? 852, jumping up there to the highs on the 15-minute. Okay, wow. That was a pretty nice move up towards the $5. Will the $5 become a problem for it? Breaking new highs at the top of the value level or the value area on the volume profile. That's cool. So it does not need to break down the 4 after a move like that. They're going to be looking for this to continue with the breakout. Was this a false breakout though? Because we saw this previous long candle push back down to 416. Can it hold up that 416 is the question. Okay, that one going on down. Now looking at the calculator, so this is kind of how you can see or visualize the buyers versus the sellers on Meta. Come back over here to the main screen. You can kind of see, hey, sell side 70 something percent, buy side, but we can see that first candle was such a big buy. Look how low this sell pressure is in comparison. This candle was 9 million shares traded. This one's about 4, and it continues to find buyers. Look at that. So we see it's like a 50-50 indecision right now, and it's becoming more and more of a buy side. So we see it moving up as that those buyers increase back towards the 473s. And now it's going green because it's abnormally, buyers are winning abnormally. So we'll see what what happens up here at previous highs. Yeah, Mike D definitely taking the money out of the market today on Meta with options trading. Okay, let's see anything else that we'd be interested in. Okay. First 30 minutes of the market about to close, and we'll see where the sentiment wants to flow to. Meta breaking into new highs. Breaking into new highs here at the 475. Can it go ahead and get the 480s? Up 20% now. I'm pretty sure it's pretty much on a lot of scanners now. And the volume is becoming irregular as well. So the relative standard deviation getting pushed and pushed and pushed. $476 is so close. I think it's going to go ahead and break it. Yep, there's 476. So any market makers that jumped on that little short-term pivot got crushed again. All right. IMBS pulling back down. It crossed the 5, but the question is, can it hold the 5? Not a whole lot of volume traded up here either. Look over here on the bigger time frame with the volume profile. Look how much volume has been traded. Nobody's really coming in and trying to buy this thing off of the 5. A whole lot more volume down here in the 480. So maybe if it can hold the 480s, maybe somebody else will come in. But yeah, just not a whole lot of interest up there towards this top side just yet. Back over to Meta. Continuing to just blow out market makers. Well, I guess this would be more retail, because if a retail were short on this, I don't really think market makers would be playing with this like this. They kind of wait for things to slow down. See what that midday is talking about, that lunchtime. All right. Well, we pretty much seen where the theme is on today, Meta being the theme of the day. I guess we could see some small cap tech stocks maybe following in sentiment or something like that, but I kind of doubt it. I mean, it's Friday. Things are gonna be probably selling out towards the end of the day. With this much excitement coming in on Meta though on Friday though, I think next week is gonna be a even more interesting week for Meta to see if it can continue this rip. Let me look at what the SPY is doing real quick. Okay, so the SPY coming up here, almost retesting the 491s. Nice little pull up. But yeah, looking kind of regular going into Friday, the weekend. And this is like the first 2 days of the month. So a lot of the stuff that is moving today has moved in February before. Like INBS moved literally last February on the same day. And now it's up 112%. Same day. Coming up, reaching this top here. But it's just not the same amount of interest on it. That's the only other thing. It had pretty good earnings, but like, can it hold up 5? We don't know. All right, so there is the close of the hour. All right, y'all. So that's the first 30 minutes of the open. I'm about to get out of here, get to my meeting or whatnot. Congratulations, Mike D, hitting that meta play. I'll continue to watch. I don't know how long I'm gonna be watching the market today. I need to go and contact and make some moves here, but definitely appreciate you guys tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be back on Monday morning. Is Monday a holiday? February 3rd. February 3rd. Is that a holiday? February 3rd. I don't think it is. It's probably a holiday somewhere. That's Saturday. Wait. Not 3rd. That would be the 5th. It's February 5th, a holiday. I don't think it is, maybe. 9 days from Valentine's Day. Uh-oh. Valentine's Day coming. Uh-oh. Somebody's gonna be in trouble this Valentine's Day. Mike D won't. He made all his money today, so he's good for Valentine's. All right. Well, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you're gonna continue to trade, definitely keep your head on a swivel. We'll be back next week on Monday. Preparing for Valentine's Day. We'll see what goes down. You know, Valentine's Day is always weird. I always drum a foot. Anyway, that is it for me today. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.